What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News.
Were you satisfied with the agreement that your agents and your lawyers made for you to return? Were you satisfied with it, or not?
Well, I like to think that I felt like because they were coming on board that other concessions could have been made and should have been made, right? We've had other situations to kind of happen on the show, but I didn't see anyone else bringing any other mistresses on the show.
Dr. G was unmarried to medicine. He was the medicine in their marriage. And that's the reason why she was able to be on the show. He was also the husband that made Quad married to medicine. So why is she behaving like it's just some random side dude off the street? But once again, these are random people, not in their lives, but as far as the show goes, Dr. G is not a random person. He was a cast member and he was married to someone who is still currently on the show. So it's not the same. I also made the example that I completely understand what Quad said, hey, he did this to me and all of that, okay? And I said, I don't think Bravo is ignoring that. What is happening here is Bravo is saying the both of you did something to each other. The both of you were arrested. The both of you have a history. If we are going to give you a chance to come back on the show with all of the information that we know, we're going to extend the same thing to him. I think that's what's happening here. That doesn't mean anyone is dismissing what Quad went through. Bravo is just saying, hey, based on the information we have, the both of you were wrong. We're glad that the marriage is over because it was a terrible situation. But if we're going to allow you to be on the show and extend you the same grace, we're going to do the same for him.
I didn't see that. But I did see my ex-husband and his new now wife brought on the show with no problem. And I think for me, it's about, where's the respect for me? Have I not lent my contribution to the show? Have I not brought some value or some worth to the show? Have I not advocated for the show? Why am I being just take what we're going to give you and yeah, we're going to put these people in front of your face and you're going to smile, bear, and grin behind it?
This is the part that's confusing some of the people over there at Married to Medicine, Dr. Heavenly included, and producers, okay? Because allegedly, Quad was fired. They were done with her because Quad is not married to medicine, so there was no reason to bring her back. So it was done for Quad, and that's the reason why you had the new doctor there, Dr. Alicia. You saw her on the Instagram Live and all of that. So no one disrespected Quad because Quad wasn't coming back to Married to Medicine. She was let go allegedly because she's not married to medicine and she did not have a storyline. After production and Dr. Heavily and the rest of them were not successful in getting Dr. G and his wife Letitia back when they were dating, they tried again when they were about to get married because at this point now, you're going to be married to medicine, so it makes sense to come back. They agreed to come back, okay? And then Dr. Heavenly then went back and said, wait a minute, now since they are on board, you can't have them without Quad. So Quad whole story about,
and yeah, we're going to put these people in front of your face and you're going to smile, bear, and grin behind it.
it's interesting because if you're not on the show, then these people will not be in your face. Exactly. The only reason why you are back on the show is because Dr. Heavenly and the rest of them in production said, wait a minute, you can't have him and not bring Quad. And that's how your storyline started. So you should actually be saying thank you because that's how the storyline started. And once again, outside of crashing the bachelorette party, and everything else that had to do with the two of them. Quad had no storyline. Now that Letitia disappointed you and Dr. Heavenly and everyone else by not starting beef with you and embraced you and was nice to you, there's no Quad versus Letitia. There's no ex-wife versus the new wife. There's no drama there. She chose to not go there. She chose to not give Bravo what they were looking for. She embraced Quad. She was nice to Quad and all of that. Okay, that storyline failed. What else? Okay, because Quad is here. We have to do something. Oh, go ahead and have conversations with the ladies, possibly apologize or whatever. You all figure it out. Do something, okay? And when that didn't happen, there was no storyline. Let's make it look like you were kicked off the show. And so when you are not here for a few episodes, even though you only got 8 episodes and you have fulfilled almost all of them, but let's pretend like you didn't only have 8 episodes because we can't allow the audience to know that. Let's make it look like Quad is not here because these ladies kicked her off the show. But we will bring her back during the finale and, of course, the reunion so she can fulfill the rest of her episodes. Like, Quad knows all of this. So to sit here and put on this performance is like... And when I say performance, I'm not talking about the part where she's genuinely hurt. I'm talking about the pretending as if she's not aware that she's fulfilled almost all of her episodes and what's going on behind the scenes, allegedly.
Were you satisfied with the terms?
No, I think things could have been a lot better. Yeah.
Exactly, Carlos. I know you're being respectful, but the man had to ask the same question again. Were you satisfied with the terms? Like, girl, yes or no? I understand. I get it. Sometimes, certain things needs longer answer. But after all of that, he still didn't get the answer and he had to ask again. Quad just said that it could have been better. So think about this, okay? She had 0 episodes, was able to negotiate to get 8 episodes. So your episodes were done. But how do we explain to the audience that Quad is not here for the entire season? We can't embarrass her like that and be like she only got 8 episodes. So the lady's thinking, okay, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to send Quad home from the trip. Not, we are kicking you off Married to Medicine. We're going to send her home from the trip. Allegedly, Quad knows all of this, okay, because her episodes are done. But to avoid an embarrassment, she's going to get sent home from the trip, and then it's going to look like Quad is not in these other episodes because of what happened. And then when she comes back and fulfilled her final 2 or 3 episodes that's left, then we're going to have an entire season with Quad in it, okay? But of course, emotions got into it. Things went left. And now these ladies are being dragged all over social media. And some of them are getting upset because they're like, okay, wait a minute now, girl. You know you did not have an entire season. You knew your episodes were in. Now, why are you doing these interviews and pretending like you had a whole season? Regardless if we sat with you or not, you would have been off the show. Because there's no way. Why are you milking this and pretending like you had an entire season? And then here comes Heavenly. Heavenly is like, because of me and the other ladies, you went from 0 to 8. And then we also helped the storyline by having these conversations with you so you can have a storyline. This is the thanks we get. We're getting dragged. Well, blame production because they set you up once again. And now you all are taking the fall and being dragged for it.
Yeah, but there is no beef between you and Sweet Tea.
I have said that profusely.
Yeah, that's what it was. So
why would there be? I gave it to the streets, and she found him in the DM. So why would that be? There would not be anything beef between her and I.
You sent him to the streets. She found him in the DMs. Then why do you care? You know what I'm saying? Why do you care, girl? I do pray for healing for Quad because from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's not so much Letitia, is Dr. G. He did this to me, and you all are still allowing him back on the show. And then they are saying, well, you also did this to him. And it's like she feels like people are pointing their finger and no one is protecting her. So I completely see and understand where she's coming from. And I pray for healing, and I hope that she does get help for her resurface feelings because she can still see the hurt there. Anyways, I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.